Obviously, it is challenging. There are times when, especially like Siberia, Alaska, very remote places where if something goes wrong, you have a big problem. And for money, thankfully I have a sponsorship. ICD Soft is my main sponsor, based here in Sofia, Bulgaria. They do websites, and honestly without their support, I wouldn't have been able to do this. So when I first decided I'm going to do this, the first thing I did was plan the route. So I took a world map, and there were 2 points I had to go through for Guinness World Records. That was a point in Indonesia and one in Colombia. And other than that, it was up to me. So I grabbed a pen and I just drew where I wanted to go. And that was a lot of fun. Once that was done, I was really looking for sponsorship and for funding. And again, ICD Soft, Dimitar from ICD Soft got into contact with me and said he was interested in being the main sponsor, and they've been based here in Bulgaria making websites for a long time, and so that was amazing. No, so the original route was very vague. So I think in the original route I was still going to Mongolia, China, and maybe even like through Central Africa. So the route has changed continuously throughout. I mean, for some countries, for some places it wasn't fixed until a few days beforehand. So it's really kind of going with the flow. So my very original draft, I don't think it helped Bulgaria, but it didn't have much of Europe. So it changed a lot, yeah. Yes, so usually I will follow the coasts simply because I can't do long legs over water because I don't have enough fuel. So I can't cross the Pacific or the Atlantic fully. I have to go way up north and make sure that I minimize my time over water. It's very hard to compare countries because every place is genuinely very beautiful. I would say Siberia and Alaska will always stand out for me because they were just so different, very remote. There'd be no humans, no towns, no roads, no nothing. And probably Asia was, because I'd never been to Asia before, Taiwan is a very beautiful island, if you will. And I mean, even today, coming into Bulgaria, the mountains are gorgeous and it was amazing to see. I was stuck in Alaska for a month because of weather and visa issues. I did not do much, so usually I would go to the airport, to be honest, and just kind of wait for the weather to improve, and then it didn't, or just some maintenance on the plane. There was always some small things to do. So I knew a little bit, so we used to come with the family to Bansko to ski here, and but it was a long time ago, but I remember I loved it, I absolutely adored it. And I've been wanting to go back to Bansko this whole time, but then once COVID hit, it was a bit more difficult. I'd like to think so, a stop on my way to becoming, I like that, yeah. So you need a degree, and then probably a PhD as well, so that's a few years. And then just being in good fit, physical health. It's very hard to become an astronaut, there is no set of requirements really apart from a degree. So honestly, I'm just kind of seeing university first and then seeing from there.